Okay, the whole purpose of cleansing, toning and moisturising. First of all, the reason why we cleanse, tone and moisturise is because we want to clean the skin, freshen and then hydrate the skin. There are various products that are around the market at the moment, but the first thing to ascertain is someone's skin type. And once you've done that, you can then use the products accordingly. So first of all, if somebody has got eye makeup on, the first thing we must do is make sure that we remove the eye makeup. In order to do that, we need some damp cotton ball pads drenched in some eye makeup remover and very gently to be placed on the client's eyes. Just a small massaging movement just to help the makeup move around a little bit, especially the mascara where it can get pretty quickly lodged onto the hair and it can be hard to remove if otherwise not done properly. Gently remove the makeup from above the lid and underneath the eyelid. You will still have traces of mascara left, but that will come for later when we finish this process and then use cotton ball pads. Once you feel that you've taken off all the makeup, then gently just wipe underneath the eye for any residue left and then discard the cotton ball pads in the bin to abide to health and safety. The next step is to take 2 wet cotton ball buds, and always remember 1 cotton ball bud for each eye, okay, so that you're not actually passing on the infection from the other eye. And then gently just move the cotton ball buds around the eyelashes to ensure that all the mascara has been taken off safely. If you haven't removed the eye makeup off properly, what you'll find is there'll be residues of makeup left on the eyelashes and around the eyes, and this can cause infection, things like conjunctivitis and styes and other types of eye conditions. The next step is to use a suitable cleanser, making sure your client is very comfortable and is well protected and also warm. Take the cleanser, warm the cleanser up in your hands, and from the neck upwards, round the face, massage the product on, ensuring that you have an even product base on all areas. This is what we call as a superficial cleanse. It's just the starting of the cleansing process, just to get rid of any makeup, and it's also a warming up technique to try and get the client to understand a little bit about what the warmth of your hands are as a practitioner, but also to give them that nice warm comfortable feeling around the cleansing routine. Normally we apply upward stroking movements because we're lifting as we do this and creating some relaxation at the same process. Just making sure that you have a few rotary movements around the eyes, namely using your finger pads, and no real pressure applied because the area around the eyes is very sensitive and the skin around the eyes is very thin, so any unnecessary pressure can lead to bruising. Once you've finished your superficial cleanse, you need to make sure you wipe starting from the neck upwards, towards the cheeks, around the eyes, and down. The next process is to take we also need to ensure that the lip area, if it does have any lipstick, this cleanser, please ask the client to actually make sure that the lips are sealed and closed, and just gently remove any lipstick or lip stain that you can see. The next process is to give your client a thorough, deep cleanse, and this ensures that there is no trace of makeup left, but this is a real cleaning process for the client, because touch wood, after you've done this process very well, you are able to analyse the skin to the extent that you need to in order to advise your client what their skin type is, and also the products that they should be using for their type of skin. So again, from the neck right the way through to the chin, to the cheeks and the nose, and the forehead. The cleansing process is not the same as the massage process. It's a little bit quicker, and the movements for cleansing are there to stimulate the lymphatic system, to remove any dirt, grease, grime, and to hopefully induce the waste process that the internal lymphatic system needs to actually achieve in order to make the skin feel and look clean. It's really important that when you do cleanse, you think about the areas of the face where we can miss often: the sides of the nose, the jawline where makeup can get lodged, causing breakouts, the sides of the face, and once again just around the eye area. For this particular client, I'm using a creamy cleanser because this client is quite a mature client whose skin is quite dry. For that reason, the creamy cleanser works best because it doesn't take out the natural oils my client has on her face, but this cleanser will help to alleviate any residue of makeup and also clean the skin thoroughly. Once you finish the deep cleanse, you're now ready to use your sponges or your cotton wool pads, lightly soaked in water, ready to take the residue of the cleanser out. And you should find that this, after you finish this process, the skin should be very clean indeed, and there should be no trace of makeup left. Also make sure that the water that you use to carry out your mini facial routine is of a nice warm consistency, pleasant for the client, as where the client is slightly undressed, anything cold around her face or the neck area can be made to feel quite uncomfortable and not so relaxing. Work up from the neck, to the chin, around the forehead and back. You may have to repeat this process quite a few times to ensure that you have removed the product as well as you should before you can actually analyse the skin. One of the things that's really nice to do after you've cleansed, and because the client's skin is damp, is to get some Caltrol, some tissue, to make a hole in the middle. Just put over the client's skin and just gently press to remove any damp feeling, which can again feel a little bit uncomfortable. The client is now ready to have a full skin analysis where you can establish for the client the skin type he or she has, the appropriate products to use, and the routine this client should be following in order to maintain a good level of skin. Once you've finished analysing the skin, the next process is to tone. A toner is there to freshen the skin and on some occasions to actually hydrate. Not every toner is astringent. Astringent means it's used for customers that have oily skin, and astringent toners can be quite harsh. However, modern day society, toners are also made to hydrate and condition the skin before you apply the moisturizer. Select the correct toner, and once again with your cotton wool pads, wipe all over the neck, chin, cheeks, nose, just around the eye but not too close to the eye. This will take any residue left from makeup or anything else that's on the skin, and it's a perfect base for you to use for your moisturizer. Once again, if you feel the client's skin is a little damp after toning, just take off the residue, tiny amount of pressure on the top, and then discard the tissue. The final step to cleansing is your moisturizer. Again, you must select the right moisturizer for the skin type. Dot the moisturizer around the face and the neck. You must remember to use the neck area to actually moisturize the neck area too, because of the exposure to sun. We need to make sure that's hydrated and protected. And once you have moisturised, you would advise your client to wear an SPF factor at all times throughout the day, regardless of what skin type they have or what cultural background they come from, because sun protection will protect any type of skin and prevent aging and any freckles, lentigines, anything else that's associated with sun damage. Once you've lightly applied the moisturiser on the face, just stimulate the client's skin with a few tapping movements, and your client's skin is ready to go.